Okay, welcome ladies, and thanks for agreeing to come to make up our video of Kirkmichael. Can I just introduce all the ladies, starting from this side here. We've got Betty Thompson, May Gardner, Mary Thompson, Margaret Murray, Margaret Miller, and Noreen Ryan. So all welcome. And you're here, or you've been invited because you've been here a few years in the village. So we'll just start off by just thinking about how long you've actually been here, were you actually born in the village and so on. So we'll start with you, Betty.
Yes, I was born in the village.
Which house?
Just a partner would be.
You've moved a few times though, haven't you?
Yes.
So you've been here how long then, or will you tell us how long you've been here? Are you allowed to do that?
Yes, I've been here for 85 years now.
Oh, well done. 85, good for you. And now you've moved to another house in the village, haven't you?
Yes.
And you had connections, you've got a lot of relations here too, haven't
I did have. Not now.
Not now, right, okay.
So which relatives did you have in the village? Who was here?
I was here. Auntie Mary, Auntie Abby, Auntie Mary, Auntie Nora, Auntie Liz, Auntie Mary.
How many aunties is that then?
No, my mother had 7 sisters
Right, wow.
and 1 brother. And they were all born in Kirkmichael at Portcheek.
Portcheek Farm,
So they all worked in the farm?
Aye, more or less.
All worked in the farm. What jobs did they do then?
Well, Auntie Aggie and Auntie Meg worked at the tomatoes at Portcheek. Doing Fanti Listed.
I know. Yeah, Auntie Mary was a maid at the manse.
Auntie Mary was a maid at the manse. And well, my mother was born at Portcheek and she worked there. Then she went to work in Ayr to an old Mrs. Milligan, whose daughter was gym master at Carrick. And when my mother arrived at the house, she met the girl that was leaving. And the girl said, "You'll never stick it here." Well, my mother never even unpacked her keys. She was home. But
Anyway, we'll move on to May. I know you've been here a few years yourself, so just tell us all about it.
Well, I was born at Fairy now.
Right, that's a farm up the
Yes.
hill.
And I spent the first 10 years of my life there. And then we moved to Ansou, where my father was farm manager, and came into the village to stay in 1952.
Was that up at the farm?
Pardon?
Was that up at the farm, or was that in your house, your present
No,
house?
in the house.
In your
where
present
I am
house
just
now.
now. I've been 70 years in the same house.
Yeah, good for you.
The same house? The same house?
Same house.
Bet you've used a lot of paint in the walls.
52.
Was that house new when you moved into
Yes,
it? Right. So those houses are that age, right? I see.
Yes.
Very good. So,
So did you have a number of relatives in
Yes,
the area as
there
well?
was 8 of a family at Rhona Farm, where my grandfather came in 1913. He was a butcher before that in Dalmellington, at the butcher shop. And he moved down here in 1913.
And what was the surname? Because obviously...
McFarlane.
McFarlane, right.
John McFarlane.
Yeah.
very good. Right, what about you then?
I wasn't born here.
No, yes.
I came to Mossend 64 years ago.
Now that's a farm up the Dalrymple Road.
That's right.
Right. How long ago did you say it was?
64 years past.
64?
What brought you here?
Anyway, word to know.
Was that too much information?
No, really, I was getting married, so I came to Mossend
Right.
then.
Was that still connected with Roaston Farm then, or not?
Aye, well, John's cousins was in Roaston.
So who were his cousins then? Because you've obviously got his side of the family nearby.
Well, his relations on his mother's side was Bet's relations. But Bet was my husband's cousin.
Right. So, and how many of a family was your husband from? How many?
There were 3 of
siblings?
them in the
3 of them.
He was the only son.
Okay. And what did the 2 girls go on to do with themselves?
Well, Margaret got married and went to a nursery in Main Home at Ayr, a tomato nursery.
Okay.
And Nessie got married and went to the shop in Strayton. She married the Watsons that had the shop in Strayton.
There you go. And you know something? I did the makeup for the young girl Watson. There was
Way back
a
in
way
Carrick
back.
days.
I did. Did a makeup for a wedding. I remember that name Watson. Yeah.
Can you think of choice getting
Your family, they were staying, they stay in, you know, your grandson is the farm now, and your son and so on, so you've still got family living.
Grandson's in the farm. And I'm up the road in the bungalow.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
very
no,
good.
now John died 3 years ago.
Right. And you're the same, well, you're from, not far from Matt and Mary there.
Across the road.
Just across the road.
She's great. Mary's my nearest neighbour. She still is about half a mile away, but she's...
And well, you're the same as, you came to the area
That's right.
for the man, so to speak.
I'm a
where
white
did-
settler too.
Where did you come from?
You come look.
I'm a Cumnock girl. So there you go.
But remember, there's a difference
Oh, I
between Newcomer and Cumnock.
Oh, I know that. And do you know most of my best friends come from New Cumnock? I
Right.
still keep up with them today.
Yes.
So whereabouts in New Cumnock did you come
Well,
from?
it was a farm 3 miles south of Newcomer.
What was the name of that one?
The Wasteland.
No.
What was your maiden name then?
Young.
Young,
Oh,
there are lots of youngs
Young
around.
farm.
There's a lot of youngs
It's
around.
not the young farm that's opposite Lochside, is it? Is
That was the same Young.
Oh, that's the same Young. Right, because Matt Young went to school with me.
Right.
There you are, you're getting your beans here, you'll be here 5 minutes.
You know.
I remember Matt when he was born.
Right, goodness. And so, what relatives have you got on your husband's side that are in this area? Or where?
Well, Jimmy has a sister, but she's in Port Patrick. And his brother died. He went away through to the borders. He died 2 years ago. So that's the nearest.
Your husband was from this area.
He was-
Connections with the mill, is that
He was
right?
born at Geltry Mill.
Gultry Mill. What kind of mill was that? Just a corn
Just
No, it was a wee farm.
a farm?
The people who were in there, Granny was a sister of my grandfather. She was a farm.
she was not farming.
Pardon? She and her single name, her own name was my pardon.
Right.
And Jimmy's, Margaret's husband's father was a cousin of my mum's.
Very good.
Small world, isn't it?
And your son and daughter don't live that far away then?
Well, Robin's up in 42,
In the village, yes.
and my daughter, she's in Bo.
That's right, so they're not too far away.
Not too far.
Yeah,
Quite convenient.
right. Margaret, you're one of a.
Well, I must be an interloper.
You're an interloper. But with all these connections with the Lemons, and that's a common.
Well, we came from Fenwick.
From Fenwick.
To Dromore.
Right, that's a farm not far away up on the hill here. Yes.
And I was 78 years ago.
Oh my.
And I two brothers, and one of them was in the farm up here.
And the other one at Penmerry, that's right. And you end up at Aikenhead.
And we were under Aikenhead. Well, my father and mother was in there, and then when they retired, we went, my husband and I went there. And I retired around the village. And I just going there.
Just along the road from me. And you keep a very nice garden.
Oh, it's colourful.
Yeah. So see your brothers, the Lemons. Then there's lots of Lemons around here. Farm connections. That's right. Yes, we did the farm.
We don't have any relations in the village as such, near relations. You would say that. All those things.
Did one of your distant ancestors emigrate to Canada with one of the men from Rowston Farm?
That was.
That was the Wileys. That was when the Wileys lived in
That was the Wileys. That was before our time.
Right.
She went to meet up with my husband's uncle in Canada in 1913, 1912.
That's right.
And I think we got married in 13.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did any of your other friends or relatives end up emigrating or going far afield to stay? Yeah, you're shaking your head. They haven't introduced you.
Right, Maureen.
Maureen Rowe. No. One went to Australia,
That book, yes.
and some went to Canada. That's my granny's sister would be to go to Canada, and my grandpa's, I think it was Australia they went to. I was born up in Partner Road as well. And stayed there for 5 years till the wooden houses were built. And then I've been here ever since.
So what year was that?
I was born in 1948.
Were they?
And then the houses, I think, were 53. I think
Was that right?
No,
Those wooden houses. That was a common style around the villages in Ayrshire, so it was.
The wooden houses.
You gave me a book on the Leckies. Lecky was the name.
Because that belonged to my granny's jokes. That was her brother that owned jokes. I started off with jokes. It was a horse and cart, and then it was, we went from one extreme to another and then finished up in the cafe, didn't it?
Jokes is the wee place that used to be the cafe here in the village. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And are you the only lady here that wasn't connected with a farm? You weren't connected with a farm. Did apart from bringing up kids or whatever, what did you do with yourself? Did you have a job as well?
Quite a few.
What did you do?
My first job was in the factory, the warehouse actually at Lee's, and it shut after I was there a year. Then I went here to work for a short time. Then I come back to the creamery. I was at the creamery for quite a while. I got married. And then after that I was out cleaning folks' houses and whatever jobs was there.
A much needed job. Were any of you other ladies doing other jobs as well as all that work in the farm?
I was a cook in charge at the primary school in here. That's what I did.
A handy
Well, I
guess.
forgot
I worked in the office first.
I worked at school for a wee while, just filling in a for in, and I worked at Kirkmichael House for the boys' school at Malajust, the boys up there.
All right, yes.
And I went to work with Maxwell Toner, plasterers in here. And my husband was a plasterer, and that's where I met him.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
So,
Well, I left, after I left school, I started in the laboratory at Kirkmichael Creamery. That was in 1949. And I was there until it closed in 1970. Oh, wait now,
I
Target.
can't remember the year now.
19. I was there for 34 years.
So that's a
That
long
was
time.
74,
It was
73, yeah.
73.
73.
Mm.
I May, it was, you tell us what the kind of work you did, May, because it kind of,
Oh, it was all testing.
you were in the lab.
When we started, we were condensing, and it was all milk testing and working out different things that had to be added to the milk to make the condensed milk. And then we changed over in 1970, and we started doing cream for Marks and Spencer's. All different percentages, double cream, single cream, and all that. That was when it became a really big job. You know.
It was had the Marks and Spencer's label on it then, did it?
Oh yes, it was all
Oh,
Marks
right,
and
so it wasn't
Spencer's.
just in the back
Oh
door.
no, it was all Marks and Spencer's.
Top quality.
But can I ask you, May, during the war, didn't the creamery provide a lot of the condensed milk during the war for the...
Oh yes, aye.
For the
It went
troops.
as far as up to the north of Scotland, all over. It was what we called herd laddie condensed milk in the tins.
Oh,
And then they started doing the bulk, and it was for the biscuits. Grey Dun and Tunnock was the two main
oh,
buyers.
tonic. Aye, famous tonic. Yeah, very
Did
good.
they do butter? Pardon? Did they not do butter?
How up in the butter was now.
I said, did they not do butter? The pack butter, butter packing, aye. It came in bulk, and there was machines that packed it into the blocks.
Scottish made butter now, wasn't it?
Different butter types of butter, Danish and all over. The butter came from, but they mixed it in a blender. So all that, it was a big lot of tasting connected with it, because each type of butter was a different moisture content and that. So you had to do all the different types, and then do work out how much water and salt to put in to bring it up to government standard.
Oh, technical stuff, eh?
But
There were a lot of people employed in the
it was a
village.
great job.
Uh-huh.
Well, to start off with, we had 4 in the laboratory when I started. But for a while, it was only the 3 of us. It was a big lot of work because there were different shifts. There was an early shift starting at 7 o'clock and finishing at 4. The normal shift would start at 8, finish at 5. But the back shift, when you're on back shift, you started at 5 o'clock when the rest of the staff are leaving, and you'd be maybe finishing at midnight. I've seen after midnight. Because the condensing went on all that time.
So most of the folk would come, most of the people working there were from the village or Maybole, were they?
Straighton, Kirkmichael, Cross Hill, and
Aye.
Maybole.
The local mission, I suppose, yes. Well, I'm going to change tack completely now. I'm just wanting to hear what, you know, you don't have to tell us any stories, any private stories, but I want to hear about the fun things you get up to. We're talking there about work, so as well as, well, because we're celebrating the 125th year of the hall, we have to have a wee think, did you use the hall much, or any events? There's 1 or 2 photographs there I think you were looking at.
Well, the hall was used all the time.
Yeah.
Because
So-
indoor bowling in the winter time. This was the bowling room.
This was the bowling room.
Big fireplace up there with a bucket of coal beside it.
Aye.
And this was the main meeting place of the Kirkmichael. Across where the kitchen is was the youth group.
The youth group, so teenagers or...
Oh, everybody went to the youth group.
Oh, everybody.
Starting from you left school
Alright.
up until whatever bed. And upstairs at the same time would maybe be during the week would be badminton,
Oh, very good.
2 nights.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the hall was used a lot then.
Good.
And then there was a drama group.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a photograph there somewhere. You were involved in the drama group, the both of you, weren't you? Tell us about that then.
Oh, it was great fun.
All right,
It
well.
was great fun.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
It was.
What was your favourite show that you did?
It was always
It's a
three
plays.
one-act
It was
plays.
plays. Right, it's one act
Three
plays.
one-act plays.
But it
The
was
hall
on
was packed.
packed. We had 2 nights of it, and the halls were packed. They were sitting in the window ledges at the back.
Yes.
All over. It was tremendous. It would start off with when the schoolmaster started, I think, to begin with. And then Willie Rams had a lot to do with it.
So who was the schoolmaster at the time?
It would different schoolmasters. I think it would be
Charlie White.
Charlie White started it.
I think so.
Very good. And that was the people in the village in it then, I take it?
It was all. We
It
were all for the village.
Uh-huh.
was great fun.
Uh-huh.
It was.
And are there any photographs anywhere with people dressed up in costumes and?
I have got one
There's
photograph.
one photo we have, I don't know whether it's, did I put it on the table there?
It was, I'm in it, it was, and I've got a baby in my arms,
That's it. That's the one we've got.
and there's,
Uh-huh.
is that the one we've got?
Uh-huh. Yes, that was good fun. What was the name of that play then, or do you know? The baby.
It might come back to you.
Yeah.
Do any of the other ladies
There was
here?
one time we did a play, and it was about the mines,
Oh?
and after it, they said, the audience said, don't do one like that again,
Oh?
because it was so
Depressing or what?
Aye. It
Really?
was a disaster.
Ah, I see. Uh-huh. Of course, Kirkmichael's one of the places, one of the few villages that isn't a mining village, but there's plenty around here.
But the rural used to be on in great plays as well. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it was a thing that they did quite often. And
Yeah, well, you ladies would be involved in the rural. So tell us, Mary, you're still in, well, nearly. The rural has just had to finish, but you've been involved in the rural a lot.
Probably all.
All of you, a lot of you.
You've been a member longer than me.
I've been doing it all, but I don't know many years.
Well, I'm thinking I'll have been a member for 52 years.
Certain apprenticeship.
Nan and I joined the rule. I don't know who now is, but
We used to have good nights. We used to put on a Christmas concert up there, and we had to practice for as long before it, and did wee sketches and that.
it's been fun.
Did you put your thing in here, or was it
It
another
was,
hall?
it was upstairs, because it was usually parked. Upstairs was parked.
All the old folk in the village came and we got it for nothing. It was great.
Everything was free. The rural ladies put on the tea, and it was a set tea, and
All right, there's no charge to attend, I
No
see.
charge.
Right, okay.
the numbers began to get less, and we thought, well, to put in all that work and just put it on for, say, 20, 30 folk, was it going to be worth it? So we started inviting folk from round about, friends,
The villages.
friends from other villages, neighbouring rurals and whatnot. And they, of course, they were amazed. They were coming here and, well, what is it to get in? Oh, it's free. But they couldn't understand this, that they were getting this all free. So what we did was we sold raffle tickets, and there was a raffle tea, and the money that we made usually went to a charity, various local charities.
I'm just remembering, you've got a story about was it a farmer's dance or something? No.
I think that would be the last farmer's dance that would be held
Yes.
up the stair.
Now, what was that a particular time of the year or?
Well, I think I was 21 and we weren't going because I couldn't afford the frock. Needed a long dress. But my father phoned my son one day to see if I could get to Ayr. Well, I didn't drive at that time. So John took me to the bus and I met my sister in Ayr with father's chequebook. It was my favourite. And I got a long dress. And I phoned him that night to thank him for the dress, and he said, well, I hope you enjoy wearing it because you'll not get the chequebook again.
Where did you get your long dress from in there? Where was the
It
best?
was in a shop in Beresford Terrace.
Madam.
No, it wasn't. It was on the opposite side. It was a wee.
Ayr was full of beautiful shops. It was a pleasure going to Ayr to shop because you went down the high street and every 2 or 3 shops, oh, there's a nice shop. And you just got to, it's a great day shopping.
What had Mabel at that time? Had Mabel?
There used to be McClymonds, the drapers in Mabel. And there were a lot of shoe shops. There was always a shoe shop.
And a jeweller's.
And the jewellers, and the hats, a milliners.
Ferguson's the shoe shop too.
Ferguson's, Jean Ferguson.
And of course, they don't have 3 shops, and they don't have the hardware and the shoe shop.
And then there was Terry coming round with a
Terry
van.
coming in,
Terry Aiken.
and Alec Kay coming in the collecting.
That's right.
Alec Kay come in and put the TV, take the order.
So what were the vans selling?
Everything, all the groceries, everything you wanted.
The fish van.
The fisherman, Colin, and he come and it was a Wednesday, he used to
And
come.
Tom Maguire had a van too that went round about. And the grocers in the village delivered if you wanted anything. Abby would deliver, Abby Kennedy and John McMurray used to have a basket in the front of his bicycle. Cycled and that was the highlight of our school days, going round down the village at lunchtime and going into McMurray's. And you had to have your sweet coupon if you needed sweets.
A coupon,
That was
was it?
during just at the war.
Oh, really?
I remember as a child going in to see them, and they always had to see your coupon before you. And they tore off a bit.
You didn't even need to have your coupons made.
You
You
needed
needed
to.
to have plenty of time.
And
Bessie and Jessie.
Oh yes, but I liked going in. And they had a big sack of flour, one of oatmeal, and all the different things, you know, and they scooped it out with a big scoop and measured everything out for you. It was the same in Abby.
Cut the cheese with the wire.
A cup of cheese with the wire. Oh, I remember that so well.
And were these shops in Mabel or were these shops here?
Oh no, you had McMurray's.
Where was McMurray's on terms
At the
of
top,
shops?
at the very top, in the village before you get down by the side.
At the Partner Road.
And then you had the butchers.
And that was where?
You had Butcher Kelly's, and then you come down the street to Abe's, Abe Kennedy,
Yes.
and then you went round the corner to Maguire's. It was McClintock's in that time. And then you went into the post office to see Bessie and Jessie for your stamps.
All right. So you could spend the whole day shopping in Kirkmichael.
I used to get the job of coming down in the Saturday for anything we needed,
All right.
walking into the village.
What about the rest of you? Can you remember any other of the shops or?
I don't them doing those, yeah.
Right. Just
Well, it was Philip at Summons went, and that was between he was a college contractor. Alan Rattville the Coles, wasn't it? It was the,
And then
he was
he
the
did
joiners. He was the
called him
joiner,
joiner.
undertaker and everything
And,
else.
Was it an undertaker?
Well, he does
Oh, David.
he made coffins.
Who did? Who
Oh,
did?
yes.
Coffin, well,
He
he
was
was the
there.
joiners.
Oh, really?
Where in, is it where in Genus days or is it?
Doing
No, it's in Canada.
in an entrance to the
It's in
This
Genus
house
days.
was
it was.
Was it a coffin maker?
Yeah, the two pubs, one at the top, one at the bottom.
What about the blacksmiths?
Oh, I blacksmith, Joe McLean,
And he and he was also
Who's that? Sorry.
handyman. Jock McLean.
Oh, I joke, mate. Yes,
And Jock Hall was the
Plumber.
beetle with the
This is the famous Jock, Jock as in Jock's pub. Aye. Yeah, he did a lot of different jobs. So you were saying that he was the beadle as well.
I had it up there. They used to.
That's where the chimneys.
Jock was a person that was always sweeping chimneys, and his skin was always quite ingrained, you know, with the suit and everything.
It's weird white gloves to
Uh-huh.
carry the Bible up to the pulpit.
The boys in the village used to say he was just like one of the black white minstrels. If you remember them.
And you said McBlain, is that from the sawmill?
No, not his name. No.
Where's McBlain? McBlain was here.
I don't know where Joe came from.
It's just
Aye, but where did they originate? Oh, Gertie, but Gertie stayed in here.
she was a hallkeeper.
Aye.
So what relation was
she
she?
to Joe
A sister.
McLean? A sister.
So Jock McLean's sister stayed in this hall as the what? The caretaker?
Just through the door. There was the door through.
Into the bowlers and
There was a door through here into the house.
Right. Was she a caretaker or what was she? All right.
Badger's mother
And then
stayed
it was missing
in.
McClure after that.
She was a hallkeeper.
Let's say that again there, Margaret. Janet McFadden, was she after that?
Her mother.
Oh, her mother. Right,
She was a hallkeeper.
She was a dinner lady too, wasn't she?
I didn't remember.
I mean, she used to cycle down
What was her maiden name? What was her name then, Janet McFadden?
Mary Laverton.
Laverty.
What was that?
Lovely.
Right, so we've got this person then that was previously, and then we've got Janet McFadden's mother in here. And was that the last of the
No, the
caretakers?
McClures. The McClures were in here.
Really?
Yeah.
And so was Mrs. McLean, Jim McLean's
Oh,
mother.
aye, she was later then, wasn't she?
But I mean that the McClures were in for quite a number of years.
And then
Sandra and Jim, is it Sandra McLean? Sandra McLean.
there was room to stay then. There was a bit of a house here then.
Here,
Where the bowling is now. That would be where the bowling club has their rooms. But there was a fireplace though in where the toilets are here. I didn't even know anything about that. I don't know what that room was.
Upstairs.
Sorry?
Upstairs.
No, just down here, just down the bottom floor.
Where the toilets are.
That was, they discovered it when they were fixing the toilets apparently.
I don't remember that. It was in there.
Alright. I suppose the heating would have been a fire anyway.
I know that there was a fireplace, I think, in the anteroom upstairs, where you put your coats up when you were at dances.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tell us about the dances then.
Oh, yes, that's where you put your cloakroom was.
So who were the bands that used to play?
Oh,
for
yes,
Especially Jim Mackay's from It was a great band.
What was it, accordion or what was it?
Oh, it was a mixed band.
A mixed band.
So Jock Lockwood played.
Oh, right.
Jack Cook.
He came after that.
He was in Mackay's band, Jack Cook.
Jack's still singing in Benidorm, yeah.
And we used to have Highland dancing upstairs too. And Mr. McKee came out from Maybole to take it.
Country dance.
Country dancing.
Country dancing, yes.
a lot of the girls that worked in the butter department at the creamery used to come out from Rainbow and go to it.
All right, so
So it was
Kirkmichael was
quite a visit.
a place to come for the dancing, was it?
And the country dancing, it was actually an uncle of mine, Uncle Andrew McKee. He took the country dancing.
Oh,
And Jock O'Brien decided he would come.
all right.
Well, to finish up, Uncle Andrew took him half an hour before the rest of us, because when we were going down, Jock was going up. He just had no sense of time and so he gave it up in the long run.
Then there was David McKnight's. David McKnight, mind he had to put a DVD, was he a mechanic up at Waterson's up here, Tony Waterson's days. And then they moved into the middle of the high street. Simon Road.
He had a second-hand shop, me both.
Aye, that I know.
Who was that? Sorry.
David McKnight.
All right.
He was there on to
When he got
McCosh.
who had the garages with the petrol station.
Aye, that petrol station, that petrol station closed when, roughly, about I think it was before I came, the 70s, was it early 70s?
But it closed when David McGowan went out the pub.
I had a pub too.
And then it carry on after
And
that.
because I worked for a wee while doing at the petrol pumps, and David McCowan was still.
It's still in
The petrol station was still on the go when I came to the village.
So there was the petrol pump at the pub, and then there was the petrol station, which went across the road, isn't that right? And they were both owned by McGowan's, were they?
So it was a pub.
On the pub, right? Of
And
course.
is that a relation of Dallas McGowan?
No.
Right. Whatever happened to Dallas McGowan? He used to look after my dog when I went
He
to
was at
college.
He was at
At the kennels.
I used to say, come on Paddy, you're going to Dallas. Like, Dallas was the television programme, and I'd come on, we're going to Dallas. What happened to Dallas?
They moved to the village to
Aye, that's right, in the corner.
Retired at the wee house at the
Ford next to
Yes, Ford Way.
Oh, aye, I remember
but
now.
he died of it.
Now, he was famous for, he took the swimming, I don't he took the swimming in Maybole, swimming lessons. He was, and they had a good swimming connection,
There were a
didn't they?
policeman in the village as well.
Sorry?
Policeman in the village as well.
Aye, yeah, where did they stay then, Margaret?
They stayed right close to the hall there.
Uh-huh.
That was policeman's house.
Bob
Yeah.
Templeton.
Was that Tom Proudfoot?
No, it was
Yeah.
Bob Templeton.
But I was a man before
And
that.
Proudfoot was before
I
Templeton.
drove to,
Probably.
Was there not another place, was a policeman up near the post office? No, I'm
No,
getting
the
mixed up.
police station's
Just there,
Right.
Still known as the police
Oh,
house.
aye,
Isn't there names up on
there's
it?
Right.
Or in the house.
And did it
There's
have
been
a
a lot
cell
of
in it?
policemen in the village.
You're not going to let on.
They kept within the law.
Oh, did they?
we want to steal an apples.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I want to hear about what the mischief you're up to as a child. Now we've got the kind of later when you're going to the dance. And what about
Bessie,
school?
you told me once about the Reverend Johnson and the chickens.
Right.
Can you tell us what happened?
We had up before the man's gate there was a holly trees and that in there, and they could crawl in, and Agnes Campbell and I, but these wee kittens appeared from somewhere. So Agnes and I got the kittens and we took them in there to the holly tree and like the beds for them and all the rest of it. And the minister's hens kept coming across and stealing the food. So Jim Kennedy, that was in Abby's son, he was up and there was back in a hawthorn tree and it just on top like that and then up. So Jim Kennedy sat up there and this hen came across and Jim had a stick and he threw it and it hit the hen. He didn't mean to hit it, but it hit the hen and it just went So we thought, what do we do now? So Jim picked up the hen and we went down the grave and we put it under a tree and we thought, oh, I wonder what will happen now. And just a wee while later, this squawk, 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 and it running across the field. It just knocked him out.
It must have been the minister had said, put in a good word for it. There have been a few ministers as well, of course.
Oh, aye.
George Johnson.
Yeah, what tell us about him?
I don't know.
Was he strict? Was he easy going, or was
No,
he?
I come in and get a wee half of whiskey. So.
His own chair up in the top pub.
Oh, had he?
Oh. Special chair.
A special chair in the top pub.
He ran the county council, and it was never better than when he was doing it. He was a very, very clever man, and anything he said, that was it. They wanted to put in a roundabout down here at the bottom of the village. And they said there was no roundabout there, and there never was.
No, he was good.
That was when it was the county council that was doing it, and then it was get to perfection. Now it's,
And he was a good preacher.
oh, I was, aye.
The church would be well attended
And
in those days.
he preached from the pulpit.
You can't
Oh, I-
sit nice.
But that was the days when the church was full. At the communion it was packed.
Sunday school and all.
He used to take the Sunday school,
Right.
and the church was at 12 o'clock, and the Sunday school was at 11 o'clock. So he took the Sunday school. There wasn't any Sunday school teachers or anything like
He did it
that.
himself.
He did it, and he was good.
Was he scary at all? Like, I mean, was that, you know, was he
Oh,
kind
he
of?
was scared to be maybe. I don't know.
You know, when the children were happy enough going there, they weren't scared of them or anything like that.
In these days, they probably looked up
They'd
to
make
the
some
Ah, good
respect
point.
them.
Yes.
And when they
Good
did,
point.
the teachers.
when they baptised you, came to the house, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson,
Oh.
and they had their tea and everything. They baptised me.
Oh, that was in the house?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's interesting.
Went to the house and did it all at the house. And you signed your certificate and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, they,
It was him that married me.
that's not Johnson, Yeah.
I think it's last, is it
Were you
1960s?
married in the
I was
one of the
married in
rooms in the
61,
manse?
and I was married in the manse.
Was that normal to use the manse then for?
Oh yes, my mum and dad were
Really?
married in the manse.
Okay, not in the church. I see.
And were you ladies married elsewhere or in the village?
I was married in New Convent,
The big-
in
the big
Par-
church.
parish church.
Parish church, yeah.
I was married in Sandham Castle.
Oh, gosh.
I was married here.
You were
Were you?
married here
Uh-huh.
in this
In
big
Kirkmichael?
church? In the church.
Me, register office in here.
Were you?
I'm very down there.
Maybe
I was
you
a lot cheaper.
And Reverend Johnson came to my saying and christened my son and daughter.
really? That's relatively recent,
That is
isn't it?
christening.
Cousin Joan was saying as well.
Quite like.
A mobile minister.
It was a bit saying.
As the highlight
And
is
he
life
said,
going to christenings.
John christened, and he said, I'll just do it when I'm here.
That was the kind of man he was then.
So he was, how long was he a minister for? Quite a while then, was it?
36 years.
Was it?
I'll be a bit
I think I've got a cutting out the paper of McCallum's talk the Sunday that he did it after Johnson died.
When
Mr.
Johnson came here, he told the story that when he came, I think it was Anne Bank he came, had been, and he said when he went to Anne Bank, he was idolised. After some time, he was criticised and now been vandalised.
It's a good summary.
And it was always him that was Santa Claus.
Very good.
It was a very clever
Well,
man.
Ken, we never had to just kid on, we didn't ken who he was.
Did they have Christmas? They had Christmas parties. You were involved in a lot of the children's things, weren't you?
I was parents committee.
That was it. And you as well, Margaret.
The three of us were on parents
thought
committee at the same time.
Yeah. So what jobs did you have to do?
Well, we arranged a village trip in June time.
Christmas party.
And the Christmas
We had a
party.
minibus from Chute the Streamers and we sang all the way.
And the Christmas party at Christmas time. And Santa Claus.
He's had a quest now.
Oh, it was a
Quest,
quest to raise money.
That was the highlight of the year, the Christmas party. I remember it so well. You're learning your dances for it. And,
Oh, I was
oh yes, upstairs, and Santa Claus and Santa Claus.
Did you get a new frock? Did you for your party?
Maybe a pass me down to go.
You had all your dances to do. It was quite often a kilt you wore. I remember wearing a kilt.
I had a kilt to wear too.
I can't remember something like that. I think it was Margaret McVeigh's kilt, actually.
Because when we went to Maybole to the dancing competition, and Uncle Andrew McGee had Kirkmichael in Streatham, and we went into Maybole to the competition and we won.
Oh, my goodness. So this was the Scottish country dance, right? Okay, very good. And what about boys? But I mean, were the boys in the dancing too, or was
Oh yes.
Right. And now, did you say it wasn't a youth club? It was a. But the parties, obviously, they were mixing. I'm trying to get the socialising. How you
The
made
nannies went, the mothers went, the wains went, everybody went.
Yeah.
The party upstairs and then the tea was downstairs. In here, two big long tables for your Christmas party, and your parents, your mums baked and brought baking, and that's it
So
was
that
a
was how it
great
was
day.
funded in a way.
It was a great afternoon.
Of course, you ladies would be baking like mad, like, you know, with the expertise.
Do any of you have any photographs of that time? When you were younger with parties and things?
I think it maybe was a time when there wasn't so many photographs taken for different things, but different people in the village were selected to be Santa Claus.
Oh,
But you always got so many smarty pants. When you come in, they said, the wee ones were thrilled to see this, but the bigger ones said, oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. They could always tell, you know. And I can remember them saying it, and I thought to myself, oh, could you not keep your mouth shut? No.
I've dressed a good lot of Santa Claus.
This might be too much information.
We used to go to the trips. Do you remember we used to go to the trips? I went out there all. Nettie Maguire, she used to make pieces. We had a brown bag, and we had a piece, and we had a cake, and I don't know what else we had, and a wee bottle of Curry's Cola. That was what we belonged.
so this was your trip in the summer.
Aye,
So
when we
where
were
else?
younger, when it wasn't even your time, wasn't it? We went, was it? We went for high tea.
How far did you go then in your trips?
I went to tell you, some days we went to Ballantrae, there was a hall there, Lendlefoot.
That's what I was going to say. Every time I go through Lendlefoot going to Stranraer,
And that,
I think
this
this
is
is really
Cat Castle up
cute.
up near Lags.
Largs, I used to go to Largs quite a bit.
Rosalind, yeah.
Probably.
I think we did, Millport,
That's a good journey.
Troon,
And the transport was.
a bus.
Oh, when you got a bus, how a bus?
Maybe three.
Maybe 3 buses,
We used to go a youth group trip every year. It was always
we went to Blackpool one year.
was it the Sunday after Straight and Show. the trip was every
And you
year.
always get a good day.
It was always a good day. It was great weather. And
Was it
it
money for
was,
us?
I went to St Andrews.
Oh, St Andrews.
Oh, I've got some photographs taken.
There's a photo, I've got a photo of Margaret Thompson and me and Margaret Blaine standing outside the amusements at Lags, and we were filling up to days and it was raining, we had summer fruits over that outside the puggies.
Up is Larry.
This was a great day.
Very good. So there's plenty to care. What about school life then? Anything about that you want to share with us?
School life was great. We did walk to the school. There was no transport or anything in those days.
No, that's
We
true.
walked. And hail, rain or shine, you went to school.
When was the school?
And there was a coal fire in each of the rooms.
Where was the school? Which that was that
The
one?
old school.
The old Meadowbank.
I down. And there were 3 classrooms, and there was a coal fire in each room, and a big scuttle full of coal sitting beside the fire. And if you went in the morning, some of them, it was in early, we'd put on a lump of coal in the fire if it was going down. And then there was always this big crate of milk. I hated it. The cold milk in the winter time.
Was it frozen?
Sitting, it was.
And you worked in the creamery too. You were sick looking at milk. You'd be fed up looking
I
at milk.
know, but it really was ice cold. But and there was very few people that didn't walk to school in those days, that it came a distance.
What about any particular stories that you want to share that, you know, just part of your background, anything that you'd like to just...
There must have been a party where you got too tipsy.
Or was there any other?
Somebody did.
What was that?
There must have been a party where somebody got too tipsy or something happened.
You can't name any names, because
When I went to the young farmers' dances, there was no alcohol. At half time, the committee had made sandwiches, or the lasses had baked, and you always got a wee bottle of lemonade brought round. So changed days.
Change days. No alcohol. What about, well, of course the pubs, maybe ladies wouldn't be welcome in the pubs anyway.
There's very few men even went to the pub in those days.
What?
There wasn't such a thing where you went to
Right, okay. Right, so the pub didn't really feature as much in
No.
Saturday night, I think that was it.
Yeah.
There used to be, if we went to that pub to start with, there was the men in the bar and the women was on the other side into the side.
Women and men, yes, separate. Men in the bar, and yes. The same would be the case in Kirkmichael Arms, I suppose. But, you know, the bar was more associated with men.
Mrs. What was her name?
Mrs. Rood?
No,
No.
up top, Mrs. Oh God, she was Mrs. Ray but who was between Mrs. Ray Champion's their name when she come. And she didn't stand on the nonsense, she had a shillelagh she talked about. No, had today's about Biff. What was her name before she married Huey? Mrs.
Who?
When she married Huey?
Mrs. Lockerbie.
Mrs. Lockerbie.
Right. So she was a strict,
Oh,
was she?
no swearing.
Oh, no. Oh my. Oh my goodness.
Have you had any street parties or anything in the village at any point? Or big New Year parties or anything?
We used to have gala days.
But I remember they had a bonfire at the
Why would that?
coronation.
So that was
53,
Oh, I'm going way back now.
Oh, the
1953.
I didn't get to any of the functions during the day because I was working. But I remember at night they had a dance here in the hall. And I think there was a bonfire too, maybe that was earlier on.
There was a bonfire night, Kenny, for years, saved till that, didn't we?
There was a video made of the
Yes, there was a
coronation.
video.
Yeah.
Remember me
It
getting,
was really good.
you remember getting a wee pencil case? Do you remember that with the coronation on it? I remember I wasn't even at school, I don't think.
So this was a gift.
Aye, well,
From
correct,
whom?
aye.
Who was that?
That was
It's coronation.
There was
Right.
wee chocolates in
Aye, wee tiny chocolates like.
And then there was a handkerchief or something,
Aye.
but with the Union Jack on it.
Oh, I see.
Aye,
And who provided these
the-
then? The council or
Dairy
what?
milk. So it was
Remember
a-
that, so.
Can you know, Margaret?
What was that, Maureen?
There were wee dairy milk chocolates that was in it.
I know.
I know,
And you weren't supposed to touch them. But
it was a long tin with the pencils and maybe a rubber or something like that. And the dairy milk was a weird tin with the dairy milk sweeties. The wee miniature bars of chocolate.
Right.
if I was that in Margaret, was that Jimmy's?
No, I'm talking about when I was at school at New
When you were at
Cumberland.
school,
The younger ones got the wee tin with the dairy milk.
Dairy milk.
It was just about that size.
Uh-huh.
But the pencils for the bigger ones were long pencils. The length of a pencil, with maybe 4 or 5 pencils.
Aye,
on it.
maybe it was.
So this was a present to everybody.
Aye, that was the school, the Hill School.
The parents committee provided that.
Oh, I see. Oh, they
I
did.
know, I'd
Oh, the
love
parents
that,
committee.
so-
So how did you said you had a whisk to get money in and things like that. So
Just drive and dance.
No,
dances. So that was what was your
made the
funding.
money,
Right, okay.
and selling
There was a lot
raffle
of
tickets.
Raffle
A
tickets.
lot of
In the
us
village.
drives
Aye.
and a dance later.
Which
During
drives
that
was
time.
common.
And there wasn't even a bar at the moment, Ken, there wasn't a bar at the
And you
moment.
go,
You take your bottle in your handbag if you...
Oh, now the truth's coming out. Now we've spoken a bit about the shops and that. What do you think's the best thing? You haven't said much there for a wee while, Margaret. Mary, sorry. What about living in the village? What's?
No, I don't actually live in the village.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about the bigger village and surrounding. Just the whole community, really, the Kirkmichael
Just
community.
community spirit. It's quite a good crowd.
Yes, just you've got some relations, but as well as that, I mean, you take part. I'm talking, I suppose, moving things on. And you take, you go to things in the village.
Everybody ken one another, didn't we? Ken, we never want them to ken, but...
So,
He was a friend of the village.
sorry.
He was a friend of the village.
Ah,
You
All
were.
help one another.
My best thing is my view from my kitchen window.
You have a good view. You have a good view.
And I get,
What was that?
well, when it's raining, you can see the rain coming out of the carrot house and you can run for your washing.
No, I can see if you drove it.
I mean, you'll have seen lots of changes, of course, in the village. We've talked a wee bit about the shops. Anything else that?
if you listened to your parents talking, my mum, there are 2 services, church services in the village. And when they were young, they sang in the church choir, the great church choir, with a trip every year. And they were in charge of the dairy at home. She and her sisters. And after everything was finished, all the utensils washed up and everything, they went down to the church and they sang in the choir. My mum and one of her sisters. And there was a great choir in those days, with that, as I say, with her choir trip and everything.
And who was the minister at that time?
Now, it's changed such a lot.
It doesn't matter, doesn't it?
just couldn't say.
Was there a choir master as such, or somebody that to take the, you know,
It was
take
Kelly
the
the
thing?
minister, but that was maybe too far back.
He was in the war.
Who was the organist then, or whatever?
Oh, they had an organist. But as far back as that, I couldn't tell you just who the organist was.
But there always was an organist.
Oh, always was an organist. That used to be Mr. Cairns from Maybole when I was at Sunday school. But
Kathy Coulter, but now it's
Kathy Coulter, when I was there too.
It's changed such a lot. And then for the evening service, they walked from, there was no church in Cross Hill at that time, and they had to walk up from Cross Hill, and that's when the little humpback bridge was built.
To link
To
take people over the Dye Road.
Yes, to the church.
Yes.
That's going way back now.
And they said that was the origin of the coffin road too, that I was told.
Yes.
Because there was no coffin, no place, no cemetery or churchyard at Cross Hill, so they had to come to Kirkmichael.
Yes.
That is going back
So
a
they
good
walked
bit.
all that distance to come to the church service.
So I mean Sundays then you're saying, and the church obviously played a big part. Any other changes really that you can think
What
of?
was Big House? Was that the miners' home before it became the boys' home? Was it?
Yes, it was a miners' convalescent home when I was walking to school, because we got permission to walk down the driveway. It's very private. They had their own private tennis court,
Oh?
just down from the Dower House
That's no more.
at the home. And there was 3 people. There was Lizzie Eccles, there was Peter Findlay and Geordie Grant that kept the grounds, and they were immaculate.
Yes. It's a big area.
But it was very private. Johnny McPherson was in a lodge, and you had the permission to walk up and down the driveway, because the miners used to go down maybe for their pint to the pub during the day. And apart from that, there was very few people using it, but because we were at Ferry Now at the time, we got walking down there to the school.
All right, that was your shortcut.
Yes.
There was also Directors.
That's the Dower House bit.
Is the soldiers know there at one point? Was the soldiers know up there at the Direct? What? I don't know.
Well, the miners, I'm going way back to the miners' convalescent home when I was walking to school.
I don't know what it was.
So I don't know what it was Shaw Kennedy's at that time. Because I could remember Freddie Shaw Kennedy, after he died, and I was just a child at the time, I could maybe be about 8 or that, but he left half a crown, that was 2 sixpence in those days, which was a lot of money going back. And each child that was had attendance at the school the day they were given out, I can remember going home from school clutching this money in my hand.
That's what you got for.
That's what we got. He obviously had left that in his will.
Oh, goodness.
Then there was Cloncaird Castle too. It was a miners' home too, wasn't it? Cloncaird, up at Cloncaird.
I was going to ask you about
Was that the miners too?
There was nurses.
I was nursing.
It was a convalescent under the council.
But Kirkmichael House was very, very well run in those days. And there was quite a lot of people employed from the village.
Yeah, they went. Who was it now? Oh no, it was one of the men was saying that their mother. It was Hugh McConnell. His mother was the cook there, I think.
I can't remember. It's not really
My mother was there before
Jane Rhona was there for years.
Your mother was worked at the really Kirkmichael House.
That would be when it was a school bed.
No,
Before that.
that was when I came, and it was Miss Woods that was the matron. And
I remember
well, and there was a live-in staff at that time, and Miss Woods was Catholic, and she brought in a live-in staff, were all Catholics.
Oh, divisions.
It made no difference. In fact, a friend and I were very friendly with one of the girls, and she used to come down and meet up with Margaret and I.
Well, it was very, very private. They had their own private tennis court and everything.
You were saying,
A beautiful place. Beautiful.
And there was always a fete up there as well.
Oh, yeah, it was a special
I remember.
or Fete at Kirkmichael House. Really?
And also I had one up at Cloncaird. I remember winning a lovely embroidered cushion at the one at Cloncaird.
That was organised by the owners then, you know, whether it was the Kennedys or whether it was
It
the
was
council.
oh, that was the council, that's of course.
it was run
There's Miss Edwards and Miss Edwards.
Miss Edwards and the other ones. I always remember the beautiful staircase.
Oh, it's lovely, man.
Beauty staircase with the red carpet.
Always remember that.
You got married?
Did you?
My mother
As a chef, as a
Sunday.
No, that's
Remember when the pianist committee held something up at
Oh, the
Cloncaird?
pantry.
the dining room.
Did you go to ask permission for Mrs. McGregor? I think it was you that went.
Jenny McGregor, she was a cook.
To see if it would be all right.
All right.
What's that, mate? What's that, Margaret? Sorry.
The parents committee held what would it be? A kind of field day thing.
I think maybe it was.
Sports day,
Sports day.
and
And for some reason it was to be held at Cloncaird Castle by permission. So I'm sure it was
I
Margaret
think
and
maybe it was. I
myself
did went to do
that
that.
went to see Mrs. McGregor and
The Sunday school used it Cloncaird for their outings. I know that because I have a photograph.
My mother used to go up to Cloncaird. That was the layout.
Oh, really?
To walk up here and they had their...
That's about what? 2 miles?
There a ghost up there, Betty.
Oh, all right. Tell us about that. Never heard of that.
Green Jean.
Green Jean.
Right. Tell us about Green Jean.
I don't know really what the story about
It
it is.
said that there was a big billiard table or snooker table, and the balls in the snooker table used to move about.
I know Jim was playing snooker one night and I was heading right for the ball that swerved us.
When Green Jean was about.
Every day you went in, stay at the creek. That was it, that was Green Jean coming in.
And why Green Jean? Do we know? Was there a lady called Jean that lived there? Or?
It was supposed to be a girl that worked there. And in order to get to her room, you went up the back stairs and along a wee passageway, and there was a door in at the right, and it was said that she jumped out the window and was killed. And this was supposed to be a ghost coming back.
Goodness me. Never heard that one before.
Any more haunted
go.
places in the
No
village?
more.
I don't think I would have never seen her, mind.
Didn't you want to see it? But I remember when we were, it was Rose, Blaine and I, we always had to go up once a month to make sure everything was all right and dust it up, whatever. And Peggy McCune and I, it was our turn to go up these stairs. And in one of the rooms, there was mattresses. And we were going past and we went into this room and this thing goes up with the sheets and it was Rose Ramsey. My mother, when she worked at Cloncaird, that room, there was a room up the stair, it was like a round room, and that was Jennifer Boyle's schoolroom. and my mother had to do that room.
And whose room? Jennifer?
Jennifer Boyle.
And who's
It
that?
used to be the Boyles there.
Oh,
They lived in the house.
I compare that was up. Was it where Hughie and Ellen stayed?
No. They lived in the
Marlon Boyle. Marlon Boyle at school. I don't remember who she's name.
Goodness. And so Dunkerque was more involved with Kirkmichael than I thought, actually. You know, and obviously Kirkmichael House, which is now privately owned. Yeah. And here, before does anybody know, because we were trying to work this out, does anybody know about here before it was the miners' place? Anyone know anything about that? You know, before it was the miners' convalescent. They said it was going to be a working man's club, the Kirkmichael, or this McCosh Hall. Do you know anything about that?
McCosh Hall.
Before, now there's some folks said it was built in order to be a working man's club or something.
This place here.
Yeah, this place, McCosh Hall. Anyone, do you know anything about that? I mean, that was a way back. I know it's before your time, but it was just we were trying to work out. I think Patrick Lorimer was asking me if I had any information about it. So that's something I wanted
My
to.
father did the newspapers. We did it at the back door, up at our house, and I delivered round the crest, and my brother, he delivered down the street. Just for the Sunday newspapers, it was just the Sunday ones.
What many newspapers were there?
No, there were a lot. Everybody bought a newspaper.
The Sunday Post.
The Sunday Post, was that on the go?
Mr. Bissett, he was on, he brought it up market one, though it was so expensive. I can't remember what was it.
I'm trying to think of the other comics and that, you know,
The Dina and the Dandy and the Bunty, and we used to get them for the show.
And that was.
Was this room not supposed to be the reading room for the miners?
The reading
was the reading room.
So this is the miners just come and sat here and read and.
Must have picked up the papers or something.
Yes.
And where were the miners coming from, given it's
Around about
All over
Well, Daly's near Coilton and Bank.
All the mining places.
See, Cross Hill, Straighton and Kirkmichael are the odd ones out, really, in terms of mines, no mines. But everywhere else. Well, Patna, of course, is not far away. Patna, Dalmellington.
And Dalmellington was a big place.
Yes, loads of Bell's Bank, all that
Bell's
area.
Bank,
Yeah, loads of mining taking place. I don't know whether, I mean, the people here wouldn't have the same connections with mining that you know, the other villages had.
Well, the coal was all local then, because Watson was delivered coal to all the villages.
Is that Watson Straighton?
Watson's, yes,
Straighton Watson's,
So, Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons, Watson was the main one. We always got their coal from Watson.
Yeah, so obviously it was a coal fire then.
Yes,
those
it
days.
was all coal fires.
Yeah.
But it was they used to talk about the penny veiny jewels, and they were jewels. They were beautiful. It's lovely coal.
Oh?
And it came from Pennyvini up.
Oh, Pennyvini, yes,
up at
right.
Wellington.
Pennyvini jewels.
Jewels, yes.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder how much a bag of coal was.
Well, I'm just trying to think. I couldn't just tell you, knowing it was very, very little.
Because it's over £30 now for a bag of coal.
I know when you said that, I thought, oh my goodness, what it used to be.
When Fitzsimmons, there was a carrier up here with the coal. And my mother said it said to her one
Was it half a crown a bag?
And they said to her, Verena, someday this will cost you £1.
Oh, really?
I
So it was
think
under
you're talking maybe about 2 shillings in
2 and
those days
6.
or something
Half
like
a
that.
crown for your bag of coal.
That was the 2 and 6.
But then what was a weekly wage? What was a weekly wage?
Yes, that's right. That you to work that out too. That's right.
And electricity, were you using electricity just for lighting then? That's came
We
late.
stayed earlier, it was Paraffin Lamps.
Well, in Partner Road.
Aye.
Till when, roughly? Do you know when?
Well, I moved for there for
To the late.
53.
What would that be? When did you move?
Well, I
Sorry?
moved for there up to 53. I moved up to the Bolster.
And that had electricity.
Aye.
Right.
And
1952.
an inside toilet.
There's electricity.
We had an inside toilet in Partner Road at my granny. She stayed up there. You had to go down the garden for the toilet.
So these are changes you like about living here. What would you like to see maybe brought back that isn't here today in the village? Any?
Well, what does away with a lot of, I feel the young ones, is
Social media.
all the computers
don't mind to do-
or things.
No.
That changes life. I mean, we didn't have anything like that. You just met up and had your own fun.
Played Ding Dong Scoosh Me, or
What was
Ding
that?
Dong Scoosh?
you rang the bell, you rang, somebody do it.
Alright, we want to see.
You played punts,
Ding dong.
you played punts and you went to the gang part in the Glen, where all the association houses is now. There was just a great big hole, they dug out the ground. And that's where you sat round about and everybody discussed what they were wanting to do, what they were
So
planning.
Ding Dong Scoosh is ringing the bell and running.
Oh, aye.
See? So what, anything, that's a good question there, you're wrong.
Anything you'd like to see reinstated in the village that maybe isn't here now at all? No, but what was something that you really missed when it went? Maybe.
It's more a community place when you were young. You know, you knew everybody because it was a smaller village then. You've got to understand the new houses that's been built.
Oh, aye.
I mean, we knew everybody. We could start at the church and come down, and you knew everybody, and everybody knew you.
But folks are just really, what was he, sleeping in the village. They're away to the work.
Yes, good point,
And they're
yes.
back
They're
home.
working.
Working.
And when they come home for their work, they've probably a meal to make. And then
That's it.
And you knew all. You knew it all your neighbours and everything. It's just the way of living's changed completely.
You didn't even need to lock your back door.
no,
Your neighbours, you could just chant the door, or just shout, "It's me."
What about a doctor? Well, we said there was a local policeman. What about doctors then? Were they?
He come from
Maybe.
And they would come any time.
I live in a
Come
block
at
at
2 or
night.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, in McLean would peer in at 11 o'clock at night with his suitcase, wanting a cup of tea. Dr. Hargis.
Betty, I remember you telling me, because you've got lots of aunties in the village, that you could knock on any of their doors when you came home from school, and
Sounded like
all
a...
your relatives were here.
And 9 times out of 10 my mother would be working, so I was going to school and I had umpteen places to go from my end of the village to that end, with aunts.
I remember you telling me once as well about going down at lunchtime to watch the blacksmith, or was it after school? That was
That was where we met up. You met up.
at the blacksmith.
But it shooed you away from the door when the horses were actually being shoed because of the sparks
Sparks,
flying. And used to shout, "Back, Waynes, back."
So that was the meeting place then. That
Yes, everybody went down to Smithy.
And then a phone box, and you could hang about the phone box and just go and hope somebody answered. Somebody
reverse the charges.
reverse the charges. Nobody had a phone in the
Oh dear.
I think it's just the community spirits, not the same now as what it used to be. You know, just because of
Because people are going out,
different
lads,
way
as
of
you say,
living.
you
A lot of
know.
folk coming in, we don't care.
No, yes.
No.
That's right.
Association houses, I don't know. I don't care half of them, just the rest.
There's bigger turnover
Uh,
of folk now than there used to be, I suppose.
And yet you've got this centre that, you know, is a wee thriving community hub that you've got, which a lot of villages don't have. So there's something right going on in your village, you know.
You're going to work on it.
Yeah.
And then there's the nurse from Street.
Aye.
Nurse Taylor.
Nurse Taylor.
Was she lived in the village?
She was a school nurse.
She come and looked at you to see if it needs.
And she came to my saying when James was born.
She what, sorry?
She came to my saying when James was born, she cycled.
He was born at home, was it?
Aye.
I see, right.
And Dr. Grieve
And Dr. Grieve was with Harry.
was
He's a great
going
doctor.
for her, and he said, put on all the lights because I don't know where my sign is. Well, in these days there wasn't a lot of lights. And then Nurse Taylor, she cycled.
Nurse Taylor was at school. I remember her coming to school.
She was there for years and years.
So she was a regular visit to the school?
Oh, yes.
Right. Checking to see what you had in your hair.
And the teachers that taught at Kirkmichael School stayed with Sally Campbell at Grey Walls, and they cycled to the school.
Where's that grey wall?
Grey Walls up the Patna Road.
Oh, all right. Okay.
They all stayed there. I remember Muriel Mackay. I remember Muriel wore a big high bike, cycling down.
These were the teachers.
Oh, why, there were various ones stayed with Sally.
Do any of you remember Herbert Kay, who was adopted by the Muir family?
No, I stayed
Yes,
the side up there.
Herbert Cognac.
Well, his ice skates that he brought with him are now in the Imperial War Museum in London.
Herbie called him. They always called him. Auntie Aggie talked about Herbie.
Very good.
Well, Mrs. Muir's time,
There was a lot of people. I remember two boys stayed at Port Cheek.
At the farm.
At the farm,
Yes.
they stayed there. I can remember they were ran ages with us at school. And there was a lot of people in the village that kept evacuees.
Okay, yes.
And Mrs. McCullough, she kept the bees, didn't she? Chris McCullough, she kept the bees, didn't she?
Yes,
And then she was also the dinner lady.
Where was that? Where was
The
that?
bees in the upfield, the second house, as you come in the village, on the
really?
right hand
Did
side.
you remember Anne Rogie?
Yes, yes.
That's her mum.
Oh, I see. Because I was just thinking about him because, yes, I remember Hans Rogie. Hans. So she must have met up with Hans, did she?
Yes,
I see, because he was Polish or German?
He was German.
German.
He went to Orkney, didn't he?
He did.
And he stayed with Mark Patterson.
That's right.
I stayed with Mark
Mark
Patterson round the corner
Right, along there, but what was that what he did, Mark Patterson? Was it the run it as a firm?
He had maybe a couple of...
No, he had a confidence student.
He came from Square
Alright,
And 5 o'clock here.
alright.
He had a couple of these pigs.
Aye, that's right. I think there was a pig along there at, say, what do you call it? Sid Allen. He got this thing, the skin for milk,
He
didn't
did the smell at the creamery.
Very good. Well, ladies, I think we've covered a lot of stuff and I'm so grateful to you for all your chat and everything. Just thank you once again for coming and sharing all your stories and all the rest of it, and maybe you'll get a chance to see yourselves.
If you've any photographs or anything that come to mind after your talks or anything else that you want to add into this,
Yes,
will
because you
just
might
say
think,
to
I wish I hadn't, I wish
Veronica?
I'd said such and such a thing, you know.
Because we can easily sort of, add
Well,
a
add
bit
things.
in, but like photographs, you bet you go and think, oh, tonight, and you're waking up and you think, oh right, that's that photograph, or whatever it was.
And I gave you one in the petrol
Yeah.
station. didn't
Yes,
you?
yes, I've just got them yesterday.
The big veins in my
Yes,
face.
I've got that. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Well, so you've all been, so good at giving your stories and all, helping us with our history and all the rest of it. So-
There were some thank you things in that blue carrier bag by the side of you.
Maybe if there are some special houses that of historical interest, or even just knowing where certain shops and things were, it might be handy to have a list of that handy. I don't know if Noreen's got this.
Right.
At Prestwick at the moment is putting wee plaques up
All right.
around the village, so at the town, so you can go and get the history of what happened there, you know, what was in what house and
Yes.
and
That would be-
something like that is a lovely thing to have.
Yeah, I
because
wish-
you're leaving
I
it
wish
for
I had
everybody
some-
else.
Some help in doing it.
Yeah.
I've gathered some of the land use.
The books I gave you,
I'll help
they
with
did
that.
quite a lot of research. That was the Lakers one.
Yes, yes, for jobs.
Australian,
Yes.
Canada.
Yeah, we have a land use a map sort of done, but
Right.
I would like to do one. I would like to do a digital one. Chris
Yes,
also
it would
done
be
one.
lovely, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
Especially with the knowledge you've got here as to where everything was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay, thank you.
Just before you finish.
Really, what is your favourite and fondest memory of your time in the village?
Each of you in turn.
Oh,
Just think of a favourite or
Just when you think
memory.
Kirkmichael, what comes to mind? What's your favourite thing? What's your fondest?
I think it must be the Christmas party.
That was for highlight.
It was such a lot of work put into it,
Mhm.
and it was just great fun. You look forward to it. You look forward to getting dressed up. You always get something new for it. And it was so well organised.
Good.
And coming out the door, I can still see the big crate of oranges on one side and apples on the other. And you could have your choice coming out the door. That was after you'd got your...
You'd be
They
present.
started tree.
Anybody else like to?
It must have been the rural part.
Oh, the rural parties, concerts. Right, yeah, on you go.
The
Margaret.
rural concerts.
The rural concerts.
Fancy the dramatic.
Uh-huh. Your background. Anybody else?
Skill trips and that we all went, and
Mhm.
who were only size to grannies and grandpas and anybody else. You could, in fact, went in the show hang to some of them. I remember, I don't know why I remember this. Anne Blaine and she, her sister Betty died, but they were at the coronation, a twin pram, and well, they're not much younger than me, Anne. But I remember them walking by and they had ribbed and white wee hats on and
Well, that's
For the coronation.
70 years ago they were children.
that 53, that was 1953.
That's right, it was about 70. They were born just after we moved into Kirkmichael. I remember
Well,
that.
and we'll bet the other daughter
That was 1952 we moved in, and I think the twins were born maybe the following year. maybe.
Just across the road.
Yes.
Do you have a favourite memory? Because everybody else has said, but you've not said it. It must be that good she's not telling us. Ah, dear.
I think that's great. Done well.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you for that.
Enjoy your cakes.
Yeah. Brilliant.